My name is Jana, and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories, episode number 36. This is my little video podcast, mostly about knitting and sometimes other crafts as well. You're very welcome here in our home, in my crafty space. I'm happy you found your way here. Warm welcome to all my new and also returning viewers. Thank you for being here. So today is Saturday, June 4th. Is it 4th? 4th of June, yeah. It's already almost noon. We have had very busy morning because today was the last school day for the kids. They had to go get their certificates, and our daughter had their like a special event, like a little concert where they performed. Our son had that as well, but on Wednesday. Oh well, but let's talk about that in the end when I'm having our casual knit and chat part. So yeah, I will be talking about my knits today, one crochet as well, and I think nothing much. Nothing has actually. A lot of things have happened this week. It has been very busy, crazy busy. Some good things have happened, some bad things have happened, but let's talk about the personal stuff at the end. I will start by showing you my finished objects. I have like 2.5, let's call them that. I don't know, can you count that one as a finished object? But it was more of a mending project. But yeah, let's start with the first one. The first finished object is the one you have not seen in a while, because I have not, like, sneak peek. Yeah, I have not been working on it, but now I got inspired. And I finished my Vaaka cardigan by Anna Johanna, Finnish knitwear designer. Looks crazy neon in the screen, but it's not as neon as it looks. It's much softer color. I think it looks neon. Yeah, and it's missing buttons. But I'll try to show it to you. Anyways, so you can imagine buttons here. It's a very nice light cardigan with the round yoke and then these beautiful stripes. Yeah, the stripes are I have a yarn in the same color, so my stripes are achieved by using mohair and then like a solid merino, but you can also play around, and I've seen variations where either one of the yarns is like speckled or more colorful, variegated, and those are lovely as well. And this was such a fun knit and quick. I got stuck at the sleeves, but then after all it took me only one evening per sleeve to finish them up. I don't know why I was not inspired to do them, but now it's ready and I can't wait to wear them. It's very light and airy. Look how light. I can actually see through it. It's a nice summer piece, very light. And mine is average length, and I think I'll try it on maybe later. It is missing buttons. I did find the buttons though. Do you remember my my brushed alpaca cardigan that I made in winter, in autumn? When did I make it? I made same for my mom, and it had these coated shell buttons, and I was thinking that I could use the same buttons for this cardigan, because the color is, I don't know how to show them to you. I have too many in my hand. The color is I don't know, my hands have not been listening to me. Oh no, I dropped the button. Okay, I'll look for it later. I still have sorry. Yeah, dropping everything pretty much, and they all are slightly different shade. I have a good stash of these because I bought a lot of them. I really like them, so that's, I don't know, does it focus? That's the color of the buttons, and I think it goes very well with this cardigan. I think it's a good color. I'm hiding my face that it would focus on on the button. It's a good color for this cardigan. Yeah, let's use those buttons when I need a bit of time to sew them on properly. So that is my first finished object this week. I got I gathered my strength and did the sleeves, and actually it was not so bad after all. I don't know. I never like knitting sleeves. It's always a big problem. Yeah. But once I start, of course, they get done. Yeah, the starting is the biggest the biggest challenge. But otherwise it's a very lovely cardigan. I don't know, maybe I could make next one with a more positive ease. This is nice as well. I don't know. Need to try them on with different outfits. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's my Vaka cardigan. That's my first finished object. My second finished object is, surprise, surprise, it's a blanket. It's a crochet blanket that I said that I ran out of yarn last time, and then I found some random yarn. It's a bit thinner. It does not really go well with the colors, but it's I'll tell you why I used it anyways. So this is the blanket that I knit for our porch bench, and the bench has the back, and I want it to go all over. I'll insert pictures somewhere. This has been already in a use on the porch, so if you see some little dust, that's from the porch. Yeah, no, my lap is. Yeah, so I just needed it a bit longer, that it would not slide off when you sit on it. So I added this part. It does not really go with all of these, but it doesn't matter because it stays behind the back of the bench. So basically you don't really see that part. It's just functionally there to hold it in place, to add a bit weight on it. And what you see is this part. So, and then I added very simple border in not one of the nicest colors, but that's what I had left. Oh well, it's a porch bench. It does not really matter. Yeah, because sometimes when the wind blows, it gets a bit chilly for the back, and now this is holding a bit of the wind. Yeah, and it's always nice to have something warm under on those colder days. So that's my finished object. Very simple granny stripe blanket. If you don't know how to do a granny stripe, Attic24 has a great free tutorial on their blog. Yeah, I will link everything down below. Yeah, and I'm already talking about my projects, and as always, I forgot to mention that you can find me on Instagram Eskettonits and on Ravelry Eskettonits, and I also have a Ko-fi account. I have a Ravelry group for this podcast, and what else? I guess nothing else. That's it. Those are the important things. Yeah, and now my Havzi. My third project is something I did not knit, but something that I actually fixed last week. This is a pair of socks. They are our son's old pair that he got when he started school. Every kid in our town gets a pair of woolly socks knitted by volunteers when they start school. That to keep their little feet warm. No, not so little, yeah. Size 36. Yeah, but and he likes these because they are green, his favorite color. And the problem is that the toes, both toes got holes. I don't know, the heels are okay, and they started to be a little bit too small, so I decided to fix them. He asked if I can fix them, and I said, okay, I'll see what I can do. So what I did, I picked up the stitches, cut off the toes because they were a bit felted and they had holes on them. I tried to frog them but could not do it, so I just cut them off. And yeah, and then I picked up the stitches and continued with the yarn. I don't know, can you see that it's not exactly same color? It's very close, but I could not find exactly same yarn, but I think it doesn't really matter. And I made the toe 0.5 centimeter longer that he could wear these for a longer time. I just I just continued in the same pattern and made the decreases a bit smoother. Before it had a bit rounder toe, but this way I got extra half centimeter to the length. So you can see the difference here. Yeah, the old worn sock, and yeah, and here is the new part. I washed them again. Yeah, wet blocked them again once I finished, and now it's all evened out, and yeah, now he has a usable pair of socks again. I always try to mend socks as much as it's possible. If it's still possible to do something, I'll fix them, and we will keep wearing them until there is nothing to fix. Yeah, my husband murders socks. He's just like, he eats through them. I don't know. He has this magic ability. I don't know what does he do. Yeah, my socks rarely have holes in them, only after some years. Yeah, except a pair that I knit with, what was that yarn? It was a Portuguese, the one without nylon. It was advertised that it should last, but it did not last on me. It lasted a week on me, and not in a hard use, just in the evenings. And then I got holes in them. I have them there somewhere. I forgot the name of the yarn. I think you all know what I'm talking about, but yeah, and I have them there. They are waiting for the fixing, but I have not had the inspiration to fix them. Where did it break? Let's find, where did it break? Yeah, here. And I knit them on a small needles very tightly, and still, this is what happened in 1 week of not very active wear. What's the name of the yarn? Why am I blacking out on this? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I need to fix that now. And the other one is almost broken, so yeah, I did not have a good experience. Not the sock yarn does not work for me. Another one is almost through. I would need to do some mending, but anyway, I don't think they will last. And they have felted from, they have a weird look. I washed them after use, and look what happened inside. It has this fluff. Yeah. So that did not work. I'm always looking for sock yarns without nylon that would last. I also use the ones with nylon because they last forever. It's really worth of it. And then I have used sock yarn with biodegradable nylon, and that's great as well. That lasts well. And yeah, let's talk about then whips. Here is another test that I'm doing. I'm testing the yarn out. You have seen the sock. This is Heather by Ash Olberg, and I have a progress keeper attached to it. It's from a line, I think, 8 magazine. And the yarn, I wanted to test this yarn because this is Kremke lazy linen. They advertise it as a nylon-free sock yarn. It has 20% of linen, and we will see, does this last as well. Yeah, generally very nice sock pattern. I have one ready, and I need to cast on another one. I have not done it yet, but one of the socks I finished this week. Have not had much knitting time this week, mostly last weekend. While our daughter was at grandma's, I got a bit more of knitting time because it was raining. I could not do the gardening, could not do anything outside. It was raining whole weekend. So I got a couple of extra hours of knitting time. Yeah, so that's Heather by Ash Olberg. And I would need to cast on another one. I hope that happens. That's why I usually cast on 2 socks at the same time, but I wasn't sure if I want to knit this, and then I did. I knit it, and that's why I only have one. I did not cast on both. Big mistake. Okay. And then this week I have 2 new cast-ons because I finished 2 things, so I think I'm allowed. I'm allowed, right? Tell me I'm allowed. One of my favorite bags by Bertie and Puppet. And I have a new cast-on in here. I love my foxies. I ordered more bags from Jill. Yeah, I was planning to order last week or one before. And then when I went to buy, somebody snatched the bag that I wanted. I was like, oh! So I waited a bit and she put out new bags and I just ordered. I was feeling bad. And then I ordered myself a little treat, couple of new project bags because, I don't know, a lady never discusses the amount of her project bags, right? I can talk about the amount of yarn. I don't have that much, but the project bags, I have a little problem, especially when it comes to Bertie and Puppet bags. They are my favorite. This is not a sponsored ad. I just really, really love Jill's bags, and you can find them in her Etsy store. I will link it down below because they are awesome. Yeah, the craftsmanship is excellent and the fabrics are to die for. They are so pretty. Look at those foxes. I love them. I love them. So, okay, to the project that lives in this bag. It's a pair of socks, and I have 2 at a time. And it's a mystery knit along by my friend Sarah from My Cup of Knitting. And it's a free pattern. There is a Ravelry group where they are doing this knit along. It has something to do with socks. I checked it out, but the pattern was free. I have not been active in that group, but I decided to join anyways because who can stop me? Yeah, you can join as well. Basically, there will be, I think, 4 clues. If I'm not mistaken, there will be 4 clues. The clue comes out once a week, and I always like to take part in Sarah's mystery sock knit alongs. She does sock patterns. She has several sock patterns that she used my yarn for, and I got inspired. She used my yarn for her sample of these as well, but we don't know what's gonna happen there because it's a mystery knit along. The first clue was just ribbing, and what I love about these sock mystery knit alongs that in a month you just happen to have a pretty pair of socks. They come in a little bits because this did not take me long to finish. And this is an interesting ribbing. It's uneven. There are purl stitches and twisted knit stitches and then regular knit stitches, and I think it will melt into the design. I think it's done like that on purpose. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen. The next clue is coming, I want to say Monday. Not sure. But anyway, once a week the clue comes out and then you knit a little bit. I think the next one will be the leg. So probably. And then the heel and then the wrist. And then the foot, probably. I don't know. I'm just randomly talking here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's how it looks now. And I have 2 of them and I'm ready for the next clue. And the yarn. This is a new color that I dyed for this summer season and it's called Pink Sand. It's absolutely impossible to photograph or to show it on camera because it looks either too light or too dark or too beige, but it's actually this pink, really pink sand color. It's absolutely impossible. I'm in love with this color, but I have dyed something up that does not show well on camera. Yeah, it's more pink and not so beige, and I don't know, does not look right. Yeah, very pretty color, very happy with it, and I'm knitting sample socks, mystery socks with the new yarn in my Happy Fox bag. Yeah, and I have another new cast on. I talked about it last week. Last week in my previous episode, I talked that I wanna, not about this exact pattern, I just found the pattern and then I cast it on. Oh, it's a summer top. I talked that I wanna knit a very simple summer top and that it has to be sleeveless and that it needs to be knit top down. And then I looked through the Ravelry, and I found a pattern that I liked. The only problem is that it was for a thicker yarn, but not a problem really. I'm just knitting a size bigger than I need with a thinner yarn, because I wanted to use the silk yarn. I'm using BC Garn Soft Silk, which is this rustic burette silk, and I picked very boring white color. Color number 1, it's white, because I have colorful shirts, and I tried to pick a color that would go with most of my shirts, and actually then I decided to play it safe. I don't think I have clean white knits. I don't think I have ever knit anything in a clean white color. Yeah, I have one creamy sweater, like in a natural white, sheepy white, but I don't think I have anything like white. And this will be my first one. And I want to wear it under my linen shirts. I have a few. Some are cotton as well, and they are in different colors. I have some white, and I have some brown and blue, and something else was there. So I decided to play it safe and knit a white top, and I'm actually quite far along. This is super quick knit. I started it on Thursday evening, and then I knit just a bit yesterday evening, and look how far I am. Look how far I am. I'm just knitting on a body, and then there will be ribbing around the neck and ribbing around the armholes. I don't know. I have not tried it on, but it should be loose fitting. Should be loose fitting top. And the name of the pattern is Thea Top by Suzanne Miller. It's a new designer to me. I have not knit anything by her, and she has quite a few summer top patterns that I really liked. And yeah, that pink is the cord that's holding my back stitches. They are live stitches, and then there will be a ribbing created. I'm knitting it on 3.5mm needles, and yeah, with this silk yarn. This is the first cake. I'm still on the first 100 gram skein. I don't know, can I do it with 100 grams? Probably not. That depends how long I want to make it. I was thinking maybe I'll do the ribbing next, and then I can see how long I can get it with, how far I can get with one skein, or do I need to get another skein of this? Anyways, that's not bad, I think. So, and I love the texture of this fabric. I love the roughness of the silk. It will even out a bit more once I wet block it. Yeah. And it has this weird smell. It's the smell of silk glue, but I actually quite enjoy it. Yeah, so here is my summer top coming up. This is fun. It's much wider. It's just on a short needles. So very simple summer top to wear under my linen shirts that I enjoy so much, because it's the best. I wear them even on the hot days because they actually cool you down. And I'm getting old. Can't have that much sun. Yeah. I have these birthmarks, a lot of them, and doctor has told me I should stay out of the sun, so sometimes I wear a long sleeve shirt in summer as well. Yeah, so that's I'm gonna knit on that when we chat. And the bag is by Antler and Acorn. If you're a returning viewer, you have seen this many times, because I love this sheep bag as well. It has a little acorn charm on the zipper pull, and yeah. Love it, it makes me smile. Okay, there, one more whip, and then we can have our chat, I guess, because I don't have anything else. Of course, I have to show you this. The progress. I'm still knitting on it. Look, I have not forgotten. I'm still working on it. And you're not gonna believe, but the body is ready. I'm doing the neck ribbing now. Let me figure out where is the front. This is the front. Yeah. So, here is my neck. I have just a bit left. I did not do the button thing. The pattern is Metsä-kukki by Sirkka Könönen. Wonderful, talented Finnish knitwear designer, fiber artist. She was amazing. Yeah, And here is my sweater. It's endless. It's actually more of a tunic almost. I don't know, I can't see anything. Yeah, there. There. Here is the body. So I only have the sleeves and a bit of neck ribbing left. Oh, yeah. I needed a little palette cleanser with that white top after I finished this. Yeah, I decided to do a 3-needle bind off and with the visible seam on top. I think it looks quite good on this. And then the shoulder is a low shoulder and the sleeve will start somewhere there. So still need to do the sleeves. This actually motivated me to finish this because sleeves. I decided, okay, I'll do these sleeves first and then I'll do these sleeves. Yeah, that's how it works. I am not a monogamous knitter. It has never worked for me. I don't think it will ever work for me. I need to have many different projects at the same time that it would not feel stressful, or it wouldn't feel like a chore. That if I don't feel like knitting on this and I have nothing else, what do? I just sit and roll my thumbs. No. I can pick up something else, a sock, a top, I don't know, maybe cast on something new. Speaking of which, there are 2 shawls now coming for Jyväskylä Knit Festival. That is in month of July. There is a festival shawl, and then there is Villapesu-ohjelma, Villapesu-siskot, sisters. They have a YouTube video podcast in Finnish. They are one of the most famous ones here in Finland, knitting podcast. And they are amazing, and yeah. I have knit many of their designs and they just released a new shawl. It's absolutely amazing. It's called Mended. And I'm very tempted to do it, but it's quite a complex shawl, I think, from what it looks like, because it's a charted pattern. It's a lot of different charts. They mentioned that it's not a TV knit and the time is running out. There is not that much time before the festival, and I'm preparing because I'm going there this year again. Yay, big secret. in July, I'm going to Jyväskylä to sell my yarn there. Oops. Yeah, the secret is out. I'm going. What else? Yeah, I was talking. And then the Tiina is also releasing a shawl pattern. I think it's not out yet. You can buy the kits now. It's with Tuku wool. And that's also a cool shawl. And I just don't have time to knit it. I don't know. Feels a bit that... Yeah, I feel overwhelmed because I want to knit them, but I feel like I don't have enough time. I don't know. I can't knit 2 shawls in a month, plus while dyeing the yarn for the event. That's just not gonna happen. So theoretically, I could pick one to knit, and I don't know which one. It's such a hard choice. And I have not seen the Tiina shawl fully. There is a sneak peek. It has a little text on the border. It looked so much fun. But also the Villapesu. Their shawl would fit into my wardrobe so well if I would make it in my colors. I'll add pictures here, and I don't know, tell me, should I knit the shawl? Should I, or just take it easy and then knit them afterwards? But it's not same thing. They need to be there. At least one. I need one. And I don't know. I really can't decide which one. I've been trying to look. Do I have yarn for any of them? And probably something. I would like to knit the Villapesu shawl in singles, in merino singles, and I would need 4 skeins, 2 and 2. It's in 2 colors, and you need 4 skeins in total, like 2 of each color, and I don't have that. I have this single skein syndrome that I usually buy just 1 skein. I don't know why. Because, oh, I want this and that and that, and then I have these single skeins of yarn. I think a lot of us have that problem, right? Tell me I'm not alone at this. And now I would need 2 skeins, and I don't have anything much. I have some sock yarn where I have 2 skeins of same color, but I would like to knit that in singles. And then the other shawl I would like to knit probably in Finnish wool. And again, I have Tuku wool there, But it's again single skeins because I plan to make a stripy sweater out of it. But tukowool I can always get more. I also have some Jalovilla. Mended. I mean, I don't know. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know. So many things I want to knit. Not easy. And there's just time pressures. Okay, yeah, but here is my Metsa cookie. I love it. This is my garden sweater. And somebody asked, please tell me somebody commented that please tell me you're not gonna wear it in the garden like when working in the garden. Of course not. I'm gonna be wearing it when sitting in the garden and drinking tea or coffee. Or like enjoying my flowers or like knitting in the garden. That way it's a garden sweater. I am not gonna be gardening in this. This is just too precious. I have a lot of ugly old sweaters, which I use for gardening purposes when I'm getting dirty. Yeah, love it. Oh, just the sleeves left. Okay, I've been already talking a lot. Yeah. Let's have our regular chat. If you're not interested in that, I will be talking about life events and all kind of things. Then thank you for being here. And if you're still curious about what's going on in life here, then get comfy, grab your knitting, and then let's chat a bit. Let's knit and chat. I'll be knitting this top because I need to grow it. I don't know. So what happened this week? Yeah, we talked just last week and I planned to record yesterday, but there was no chance to do that because I was just busy preparing for today and we got home quite late and yeah, I did not have time or energy to record yesterday. So I'm recording today. We just came back from school. Both kids have happenings in their schools this week and today. Yeah, they got their certificates that you get at the end of the year. I don't know what's the English name for it. Like todistus in Finnish, and our daughter also had a little event and it was same time in both schools, so we had to split. I went with our son and my husband went with our daughter because she wanted her daddy, because last time I was there at her school event and now this time she wanted him. So, and I went with my son and he was actually very happy with our son, and he was actually very, very happy with that as well. So, and then we went and got some buns and he squeezed the Pokemon toy out of me. He loves Pokemons and we sometimes buy them figurines, and I said okay. you have been good the whole year. Whole school year. I'll get you some Pokemons. Yeah, Pokemons. Anyways, those I don't. He loves those. And we got some celebratory buns. We had coffee when my husband came back, and kids had juice, and we celebrated the end of the school year. So the kids are off now for a few months, and it's gonna be interesting because we don't have much outside help here. It's just us, and we're both working, and we will somehow have to adjust and juggle and make it work. I don't know. will we be able to stay sane through this process? But let's try. Yeah, and our son had a concert on Wednesday at his school, and it was wonderful. The kids were singing and dancing, and it was just so touching. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I can't show you the videos of the kids because of their privacy, but I could maybe, I don't know, could I add a part where they are singing but without showing the kids? There was a fun song that My Friend Is Like a Wool Sock. I really enjoyed that song. I don't know who wrote it, but it's an amazing song. Need to Google it. Yeah, my friend is like Wool sock. Uh, Wool socks are very important in Finnish culture, by the way. Do you know that when you come to school, you take your shoes off as well, just like at home, at least in both of our kids. They change out of the outside shoes, and yeah, we don't wear shoes inside in Finland. That's why we have either some kind of home slippers or wool socks. Wool socks are good for all the occasions. That's why we need a lot of them, because we wear them inside. Yeah, and at school as well. And he got those green socks from school when he started school. So, wool socks are basically a staple of Finnish culture. Very important part. But actually, same in Latvia, we also love our wool socks. Yeah, what was I saying? So the concert was beautiful. My husband also recorded the video from our daughter's concert. He showed it to me also. Very, very nice. And whole last night I was preparing gifts for Sophia's teachers. She's in a class that is made for special needs children. And they have one adult per child because they need more help and more assistance. So there are 6 kids and 6 adults. So we had to get little thank you gifts for all 6 of adults. And I figured out, what if we give them something a bit different? And yesterday I visited one of my favorite greenhouses. It's like a flower garden where you buy flowers and vegetables and... Okay. My husband just came back with our daughter. Now there might be a little bit of noise. They are coming in now. They went to pick her glasses. I'll talk about that later. I think I need to check them, and then I'll be back. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I just had to check on our daughter because they went to pick up her glasses from the optics. Yeah, she finally got glasses after many years of struggling and going through the checkings, and that's another bit of news. What was I talking about before? Slipped my mind. About the school stuff. Yeah, so basically kids are off. Kids are on a summer holiday, and yeah. Is there anything to add? I guess no. Yeah, last night I was talking about the gifts. We were giving little thank you gifts to all the teachers in our daughter's class, and it's 6 of them. I was thinking what to get them. And I know some of them have some food restrictions, so could not get them chocolates or anything like that because I was not really sure. So I went to my favorite like a garden center. It's a small one, not far from my work, a couple of streets down, and my happy place. I go there when I feel sad or overwhelmed, when it's open during the season. It calms me down. And I got them mojito mint plants, each of them, and because we have had mojito mint for several years, and it's absolutely wonderful. You can make the most refreshing drinks with it. It's so much better tasting than the regular mint. Regular mint is great as well, but like mojito mint is excellent. So I got them those plants, then I printed out little mojito recipes and we attached them. I packed them nicely in a craft paper, and yeah, that's what I was doing whole evening, creating those little packages. And I wrote them thank you notes and yeah, things like that. And each got a little mojito plant, and I thought mojito mint. And I thought that it doesn't matter if you live in a private house or apartment, you can even put it on your balcony or a kitchen windowsill or wherever. It will work, and it will give you nice mint whole summer. yeah, I love our mojito mint. we now have it every summer. Yeah, I make non-alcoholic mojitos because, yeah, that's my thing. What else? Yeah, glasses. They just came back and she finally got glasses. It is very complicated with her because the vision is different on her eyes, and as a baby she had a very strong nystagmus, which is this rapid eye movement. She had the horizontal one, and she still has it sometimes when she's tired or the eye muscles relax, and that's why it's very tricky. The prescription can't be too strong, and the previous doctor that we went to wrote definitely too strong prescription. I did not believe that the numbers are so high, and I refused to get her that kind of glasses because it can actually cause more damage. Because if her this nystagmus gets worse, we're screwed. Sorry for the language, but yeah, it's very hard to fix it or undo the damage. So we went to another doctor and he was much better at testing her vision. Still, we don't know if it's how precise it is because it's always complicated with children like her, but now she has glasses. And a couple of weeks ago we went to pick the frames, and she was a bit difficult because they needed to be specific. She tried on half of the store and she picked these big pink metal frames, and I was like, oh, would you like these smaller, more durable ones, maybe these plastic ones? No, she did not want any of that, and I was offering her like pink sporty ones, and no, she wanted the big pink metal, like dusty pink metal frames, and she got them. And she actually looks very cute in them. I don't know. I hope they last. We got we got the insurance on the glasses as well. We paid for that because she's a hurricane. She's a little hurricane, Sophia. Yeah. So, and she loves them and she wears them. I don't know. I thought she would have difficulties wearing them, but so far so good. Yeah. She's keeping them on and we'll see how it goes. And she's told me she sees quite well. I don't know, as much as she can tell and explain, but I hope it gets better and easier now that she can see better after so many years of struggling, because it was just impossible to check how well she actually sees. Same thing with her hearing. We had to go through horrible procedures to find out if her hearing is okay, because she could not speak and she could not tell us. And yeah, same thing with the vision check. Yeah, they tried to use all kind of tests and equipment, and it's still probably not that precise, but around going right direction. Yeah, so she has new glasses and she's very cute in them. What else is there? I don't know. What else? What else has happened? A lot of school stuff, and next week I'm going to Turku for a little pop-up with my yarn to Ilo yarn store. Kettu yarns are going to Turku. We will be there next Saturday on Knit in Public Day. Next week there is Knit in Public Day, next Saturday. We usually have I forgot to click. I'm counting the rows because my gauge is off and I'm trying to figure out the yarn consumption. Yeah, I'm using this Coco Knit row counter. I love this thing. I actually used to have, I still have it, the little pink digital one, the one that costs a few euros. But I ran into a problem with it because I have little fingers around that like to press there, and it does not have any lock, and this one actually locks here on the bottom. Like if I put the lock on, nobody can mess with my count, and on a digital one there is no way to lock it. Yeah, and I sometimes have found my row counter with, I don't know, 375 rows on it because somebody just kept clicking because the numbers change. Yeah, fun. So I had to invest in this. It was a bit pricey, but I really love it. And it has this metal sheet in the back, so I can just throw it on my... now it fell off. But yeah, there it stays on my magnetic Deliq pouch. Yeah, or I keep it inside of it as well. There it... Ha! Now I lost the stitch marker. Yeah, that's not magnetic stitch marker. I just had it there. There. It stays. I love this magnetic pouch. I have my scissors there, I have some needles, I have some metal stitch markers, and then some stitch markers that don't stick as well. Yeah. And so I love this one as well. Somewhere it stayed quite nicely. Yeah, here. I can just throw it on and it stays basically. So, my little knitting helpers. What else? I don't know. My thoughts are a bit all over the place. So yeah, I'm going for a pop-up next week. Kids' school stuff, Sophia's glasses. What else? I've been trying to make myself a calm spot in the garden, but it's been raining a lot, so I have not succeeded to do much in the garden. I want to pull out my little metal garden furniture. I have a little like a French bistro set, you know, the style. Well, there is a little round table and 2 metal chairs, and I actually cleaned myself a spot in the backyard under a birch tree. I want to put some solar lanterns around and some planters with flower arrangements. I got myself more flowers yesterday from the garden center because I needed something to make myself feel better. I've been very much stressed out. War in Ukraine. It's more than 100 days. It's absolutely not nowhere near the end, and people are getting tired of it, and there is way less support, and people are taking it as a normal thing. It's just happening somewhere, but there is nothing normal about it. People are dying every day, and it's absolutely devastating. And we actually we got some terrible news this week, and I've been dealing with that as well. I've been dealing with guilt, I've been dealing with grief. Turns out that my mom's cousin, my uncle, he was killed during the war, and it happened a couple of weeks ago, and we did not know because there was no connection. Nobody could get in touch with us because that's how it is. My mom is absolutely devastated. I've been holding up. I already cried my eyes out, and I just feel guilt for living normal life. But I don't know. People are dying, and it's real, and sometimes it's your family member, and it's my uncle. I have not seen him in quite many years. I think last time about more than 10 years ago, unfortunately, because I have not been to Ukraine. My mom has been afterwards, and they were close. He always took her and her sister out to movies and then to sit in some cafe in the evening, and they really enjoyed the time together. He was 64, and he died from the injuries caused by shelling, and turns out he was still alive. He called the lady that he was living for last few years that he's fine. He got under the shelling. He's going to the hospital for emergency surgery, and then he died during that surgery from massive blood loss. They could not save him. He was 64 years old. He was I think the youngest from all my mom's cousins. He was the son of my grandfather's youngest sister. And he was a very nice and funny guy. And he's just another pointless victim of this war. He has 3 children left behind, and many people are absolutely devastated. I don't know. I just froze when my mom told me, because yeah, she got a call from some relative. They somehow had this idea that we knew, but we did not know, because we could not contact anyone for a really long time. And my aunt, who's my mom's older sister, she managed to leave from the area. And yeah, so that's the sad bit of news. And I don't know, I just feel guilt for being able to live normal life. And at the same time, I have this little defense mechanism in my head that if I don't have something nice and enjoyable, that I'm sitting, I'm having a cup of coffee here, or like I went to garden center to buy some flowers to make myself feel better, and I wake up every morning in my own bed, I have roof over my head, and it's, I don't know, I feel guilt. I know it should not be like that, because I don't know, it's very hard to explain the whole range of feelings that are happening right now. But I can neither lie down in a corner and cry whole day, because I will lose my sanity that way, and then I can't help anyone. I can't help anyone to deal with that. That's why I'm knitting, I'm buying flowers, I'm having coffee on my porch as long as I can, because I don't know. We live in the world where tomorrow might not happen, or I don't know, you go to sleep in Finland and wake up in Russia. How scary is that? I don't want to live in Russia. Nobody here wants to live in Russia, except the Russian people around. We have gotten a couple of arguments lately, but I don't want to talk about that, because I will just get very angry. Yeah, a lot of Putin supporters turns out live in our area, and we kind of knew, but now they dare to open their mouths and be open about it and bully the Ukrainians that are here. And it's been absolutely, I'm a very calm person, but I have had anger building inside of me, and now I'm angry. I'm angry at the big part of the neighboring nation. I did not know I can experience those feelings, and I'm not happy about them, and I don't know. It's devastating that I don't know. I feel like I'm dropping on their level by hating them, but I have hate in my heart. They have made me into the person that can hate another human being, and all the devastation they have caused. And now France is saying that, oh, they need to save the face of the Putin, and like, I don't know, do they hear themselves really when they talk out loud, and that they will be the bridge between Russia and Europe? Seriously, we want to burn that bridge. there is no place left for diplomacy, for tolerance, for any of that crap. They are destroying a nation. They are destroying a whole country. They are burning out cities. They are killing women, children, elderly. They are raping them, murdering them, and looting their stuff. Okay, this went into a dark place very quickly, escalated, because, I don't know, they killed my uncle. He will never see his children or his grandchildren, or he will never take my mom to a cinema, or yeah, if you think that the war is happening somewhere far, now you know somebody whose relative got killed into that war. It's me. Yeah. Please don't get used to the news about the war. Please keep caring, because it's not any less devastating. It's actually more devastating, because more and more people get killed every day. Yeah, and There's a very old song by Sting. He re-recorded it lately, and I'll put a link down below to that song, and I've been just listening to it and I'm thinking, yeah, I wish it would be that way. And it's a song about war, but not about this one, but it's turns out it's very current. And there is a phrase that, yeah, I hope that Russians love their children too. I don't know, every day I feel less and less sure about that they love their children too. Mothers are very happy to keep their mouth shut for a certain amount of money. The price of their child is 5 million rubles, turns out. That's what they get for a dead soldier. That's why so many are missing. Yeah, they are not marked as dead because government does not, the Russian government does not have money to pay all of the families, so they just mark them as missing. But other mothers are very happy to shut up for 5 million rubles, which just sounds a lot, but it's rubles. They are worthless pieces of paper, which means that it's not that much money. And anyway, I don't think any amount of money is worth of the life of your child. Yeah. Yeah, there's no such a thing as a winnable war. Yeah, listen to the song. It's an oldie, but it's very current. Surprisingly current right now. I'll link the song down below. I love it. Okay, now my battery is running out. Great. I guess now we're ending on a very sad note, but I still wanted to talk about solar dyeing. Let's go see my solar dyeing project. Now I'm jumping through the topics and I'm stressed. The battery is running out. Yeah, let's go see what's happening with a little update on my solar dyeing jars. Let's take a quick look at my solar jars. Let's see what's happening there. So this was the first one. It has avocado pits and dandelion and lupine leaves. You can see it's mostly yellow and it has a tiny bit of beige pink in it from the avocados. Here it's very pale green. I don't know, does the camera pick it up? There is a bit darker yellow beige from that pit. That pit is releasing color. And generally, I think I will keep it in for another week or two. With solar dyeing, yeah, the thing is, if you take it out too early, there might not be much color. There is a risk that it will all rinse off when you're washing your yarn. Yeah, so it's better to keep it in longer. Just to be safe, yeah, to get the desired result. And here is, okay, I'm dropping everything. Here is the other jar, the one that I put in a bit later, but it has more color. Here in the bottom we have a bit of red tea. I don't know, you can see those tea bits. Then there is a bit of green. I don't know, it does not really pick it up. There is more green in real life than the camera picks up. It's from the red onion skins. You can see, and then there are the yellow onion skins. There is a mix of yellow and violet, and here you can see it very well, how the onion skins are dyeing the yarn. And then on top, I put hibiscus flowers. I put just a couple of hibiscus flowers, like a tea, from a loose tea, and then I have a couple of cloves there that are creating these little brown spots. So there is a progress on my jars. I can't wait to see how it's gonna go. Very excited about it. Yeah, I think they still need a bit of time. So that's a quick update on the jars, and we will look at them again next week. Okay. And now you saw the jars and the progress on them, and I'm trying to answer your questions in the comments about solar dyeing, but I also made the video about the process. And yeah, there are many questions about mordant. Alum is good, or if you don't have a mordant, you can use either avocado pits and skins or pomegranate or many other things. Actually, I give all the info before, and now my phone is gonna switch off, I think. Okay. Quickly, quickly. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry about the sad talk, but it's just me and it's part of my life, and it's something that happened and this week, and I'm absolutely devastated. And still need to find strength somewhere to keep living life and helping people around. Yeah. I'm wishing you all a very wonderful weekend and beginning of the summer. It's summer already here. It's June, and lovely June. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your love, and thank you for caring and for everything, for your support on Coffee. It's been great, and it has helped me to help more Ukrainian families here. And basically, thank you for everything. I'm gonna go and knit and have another cup of coffee and maybe record something, some little snippets around for you. So yeah, I will see you. I hope I will see you next week. So thank you and heippa.